right line-up where I'm joined by Howard on the end there, Dame Arlene, Omid and Sally. Right then, just before the break, we asked this question. Who is most likely to have a midlife crisis? And you're in most.
No, we need to move. I mean, that's all right.
We need my next.
Maybe I'm here. I think I'm here. Maybe don't.
Definitely not.
Definitely there.
Definitely not.
What do you lot reckon? Yeah?
Me here.
Am I okay here? Yeah. I don't know. I'm sort of thinking that Arlene might be quite up here because she's quite glamorous. So maybe I don't know.
Listen, it's what the public think, though. It's not what we think.
No, but that's what I'm trying to think. What the public might think.
Okay.
I'm all right.
All right then. Let's see what our 1,000 people said. Reveal the answer, please. Who's most likely? Got it right. Do you think you're on the verge of a nervous breakdown? Well, that means there's a point for Howard and a point for Sal. Come on now, let's take a seat, please, and we'll have another question. Oh, right. Well, I am surprised. You know, I thought you had nerves of steel, Sal. Obviously, that's not the impression you give the British public. All right, have your next question. And this one's a little bit different because it's not a member of the British public deciding. It's a fellow celebrity. It's Mr. Brian Cox.
Oh.
So, Brian, what have you got for us?
Hello, Paul. Hello, lineup. Now, some of you might know, and some of you might not know. Before I was a physicist, I was a musician. But I gave up all that hanging around with pop stars and playing in bands and doing concerts in order to become a physicist. So my question to you is, which one of you is most likely to have a career change?
Interesting. Sally, what about you? What would you do if it all went sort of pear-shaped and you had to find another job?
This is the most interesting answer you're ever going to get. But I always wanted to be that bird that walks people around country houses.
Yeah.
You know, going around stately homes and saying, this is a wonderful picture, this is amazing, this history, and then going for a pint with the gardeners.
So you can make that dream come true. Why are you not doing it?
I don't think there's enough money in it to be honest.
I could see you in Speak Hall in Liverpool saying, and over there is a priest's hole.
Is a priest hole completely different from a glory hole?
I don't know.
You have to tell us. I think that's a different show.
Howard, what about you? What jobs did you have before Take That?
I did a YTS scheme for 2 years as a vehicle painter. And then I went straight from that. I went literally walking around the streets to different garages, going in the reception, asking if they had a job.
What's a vehicle paint? Painting vans?
Well, you can weld, you can prepare wings and doors, you can restore cars.
You come and have a look at my Mini.
That's an offer you can't refuse.
It's 15 years old. It's had a lot of hammer in its day. Omid, what about early jobs for you?
I did telesales.
No, really?
Awful. Yeah, I got sacked after 3 days because I was gossiping with the people I was talking to on the phone. And I did sandwich delivery jobs. I did furniture delivery jobs. The only other job I've thought about, because I'm so passionate when it comes to sports and football, I really got into my kids' football. They already had an American female coach for my son's team, and he was about 14. And all she did was give out oranges and then change the players. He goes, okay, guys, have a good time. And I said to my son, would you like me to give a halftime team talk? He goes, let's see how it goes. And they were losing to their rivals 2-0. And he gave me a sign at halftime. Why don't you say something? I said, can I have a word with the kids? He said, yeah. And I said, lads, come on, you get down the way. You play, you get in hard, tough. Don't be pussies, just get in there. If you take on, bat them hard, get in there. Get on the back and let's go, come on. And they kicked off, they were losing they scored 2 goals, it was 2-2, I was going, come on, I was going berserk. And then my son fouled someone, and it was quite bad, and he broke the kid's leg. And I was banned from watching kids football for about 6 months.
Arlene, what about you? I mean, I can't see you doing anything else but dance, to tell you the truth.
No, I can't.
No, or, waitressing. I would do anything to earn money. Then I had one job babysitting for Ridley Scott. I know you've done Gladiator. And I was the babysitter, and sometimes I would stay there. And he asked me to choreograph a commercial for Lion's Made ice cream. Miriam Margolyes was the dancing milkmaid. There was a dancing cow and a farmer. And he said, I'm sure it's easy for you to do. You know the steps. Just come and do it. So the babysitter suddenly had a career as a choreographer.
Wow.
So, you know, it doesn't matter what job you do, you never know where it might lead to.
Well, what I want to know is, how would Brian rank him? Where would he put you?
Brian.
Yeah, let's see. And remember, it's Brian's opinion that counts
fan of
this
Brian.
time, not the public. So should we all go over and line up and see what Brian had to say?
I might be first on this one.
I'm not listening to you, lot.
I think I might be first on this one.
Do you think so? Yeah?
I'm going to be near the bottom, I think.
Yeah, I think we'd probably be down there.
What do you think? It's between, I don't know.
Well, I can't change my career now. Look how old I am.
So,
What do you think?
So I have to be
I'm
here.
going to go here. I'm going to try here.
Me or you?
Are you going in again?
Me or you?
You're not going back to
What do you
telesales,
reckon?
are you? No, please.
Sally first?
Well, you're having midlife crises. You might as well change your job while
No,
you're
I'm a
at it.
bloody mess
I
tonight.
know, I'm surprised, Sal.
Falling apart.
Should we find out what Brian
don't
thought? Who he thinks is most likely to turn their back on fame and fortune and change careers? Take it away, Brian.
Well, this is a difficult one. But I think there's one easy answer, because Arlene, we've worked together, we know each other, and I know that you are so dedicated to your craft that there is absolutely no way that you would ever change profession. I think, Howard, we worked together as well years ago when I was in the band D Ream, and I know that your hairstyle changes every week. I don't even recognise you sometimes when I see you on telly. So I think that you are the most likely to change profession. I think that you will become a hairdresser. And in fact, I'll text you my number and come round and sort this out when you do that.
So there you go.
For your hairdresser.
What? Let's have a look at Brian's full lineup. Let's see who he thought.
Oh, I'm in the right place.
You're in the right spot. Yeah, you get a point. Who else? Arlene's in the right spot. Howard, you should have been here. And Sal, you should have been where Howard is. So let's have one last question, shall we, before the quick fire rounds. Would you like to go? Thank you. Well, on ever.
Oh. Good luck.
All right then.
At least I've got a point. I'm happy with that point.
Well, you've got a point, yeah. Here's your next question. You ready for this? Let's see what it is. Who would keep the tidiest house?
Oh.
Howard, do you keep a tidy home?
I'm actually tidier than my wife.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say that. Although she would disagree. Luckily, we have a cleaner 1 day a week,
Yeah.
which makes the house look spotless, and then literally the day later, it's a shithole. Because we've got a 5-year-old, 4-year-old, a Labrador dog, and 2 female cats that stink.
Are they weeing everywhere?
Well, you know, cats are sneaky out there. So, you know, they'll sneak in the dressing room and you'll close the door behind you, and then before you know it, you can't find the cat, and then it's pissed in the middle of your jumper, and we all know what cat piss smells of.
Stinks.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Luckily, we live in the countryside, so many a times I've put the cats out, hoping that the fox is going to come. But the fox never turns up, unfortunately.
Sal, what do you like? Is your house tidy?
Well, I've got 10-year-old boys on,
Yeah.
but I've got to say Steve's really tidy, and my side of the bedroom is not as tidy, but the rest of the house is tidier. I can't stand mess.
My bedroom looks like a cross between Miss Havisham's and a teenager.
Does it?
Oh, shocking.
Really?
Yeah.
I would imagine
No,
that
I'm
you
not.
would
No,
so
no. Clothes off
tidy.
like a stripper. Bedroom floor. Flinger. Wet towels everywhere. There's a pair of drawers on the floor. They'll do. I'm
Because
not
you always
bothered.
look perfect.
Underneath, I'm rotten. What are you like? Are you a tidy man?
We're often influenced by parents. My parents' house was so cluttered. No, cluttered.
Oh, really?
So I was raised in clutter, and I'm a very untidy person. So I was given this book by this beautiful Japanese woman called Mary Kondo. I don't know if you know the book.
She's quite famous, isn't she, for minimalising things?
Minimalism.
She says in her book that if you're a hoarder like me, just put everything that you own on the ground, look at that object, and if it doesn't bring you joy, just throw it out. So I got her book, I just threw it away. Completely. I couldn't take it. I'm the kind of person who I have a storage room, okay, and I can't get into it because it's full of books about how to stop hoarding. I'm terribly, and I think people can see that at home, because when you're a comedian, you only have space in your brain to write material, be funny.
Yeah.
You don't have space for like being tidy. It just doesn't. There's no space for it. So I think people will know.
See, I've had a pig in my house before now, under the kitchen table.
pig?
Yeah, I had a cow in the kitchen.
Living there?
And they came in. I was on the toilet one day, I'm downstairs, and I heard all this noise, commotion in the kitchen. So I ran through it, me kept round my ankles. And here's Dot, me cow. She's got her head in the kitchen sink eating a bit of yellow fish. So I thought, I'll try and get it out the kitchen. So I opened the fridge to get a lettuce, and of course she went, bleh. Turned round, stuck her head in the fridge, and everything was hauled out.
Oh, no!
And while I'm behind her trying to manoeuvre it, the tail went up and she peed all over me. So I had to take my pants off and get her out of the kitchen, and I thought, what are social services going to think? If you come round now and I'm in the garden with the cow, I'm not a stitch on me below the waist. I'm going to get 6 months, aren't I? So, how about you? I can imagine you to be spotless.
Completely.
Yeah.
Talking about my family, like I'm watching my partner read the Sunday papers only so I can fold it up and put it in the recycling.
Wow.
And he goes crazy. Everything has to be put away. But there is one room where everything goes in, and I can't open the door, and no one goes in there.
Oh, I love it. That's my tidiest room.
That's not clutter,
That
Arlie.
is cluttered up
full
the windows.
bedroom.
That's spotless. I'd walk in there and say, isn't this tidy? Seriously.
No.
That's your idea of clutter.
That is my
I
idea.
don't know what you do if you came round to mine. You'd stand there horrified.
It's like Animal Farm, your house.
Oh,
I
it
think.
is, yeah. You know, there'd be
Yeah, I can't
underpants hanging
imagine
off
it.
the lights. Anyway, how do you think the people watching at home would rate you all?
I think I'm probably the untidiest.
Oh, I don't think you're the untidiest. You know,
You're really tidy.
You've got
I know,
together
but as
with
soon
your.
as it came up,
you know.
half the people in the audience went towards me, wasn't it?
I think that's because you're the only one who hasn't made an effort with your clothes on this show. That's the only one. I think that's why.
Hey, come on, you're overdressed. You know it. You even said that.
Cheek of it.
All right, then, we've heard from this lot, but it's what Britain thinks that matters. So join us after the break when we head to the lineup. So see you in 2 ticks. Don't go anywhere.